Soap making really hasn't changed a lot in 200 years. A lot of the equipment that we have here is 80 years old. It really is an art. Tilley was founded by Arthur Tilley in 1865. Arthur wasn't afraid to get up out of Richmond and go to the other side of the world to exhibit his soap products. He was a man ahead of his times. I'm Patrick Arundel. I'm the CEO of Tilley Soap. I've been involved with Tilley since 1997 when I bought the business from the Furneaux family. And today we remain just the third owner in 154 years of trading history. I must admit, it was very difficult in the early days because we'd come from reasonably sized manufacturing operations and Tilley was very, very humble at best. Employees at the time were 9. And I remember when we joined that became 11, and so there were 2 of us without a chair. We came to realise that we really needed to promote the Tilley brand. A lot of our customers were in what we called the gift business, so we were very familiar with Reed Gift Fair as a company and we visited them often. So approximately 8 or 9 years ago, with trepidation written all over ourselves, we approached Reed about becoming an exhibitor. I think for the whole fair we took something like 21 orders, but every single one of them was great because they were our first orders. And whilst we realised the size of the challenge ahead, we were still pretty chuffed at what we'd been able to achieve. Tilley's today has moved from a small-sized business to a medium-sized business. We employ 140 people. We've expanded the product range considerably just from soap into home fragrance and then into bath and body. So the business is a lot more diverse than what it ever was.
Probably about 10 years ago, we were a bit lucky if we had a range of probably 4 of these shelves here, and now you can see today we've got this whole range. Our brand has really expanded, bringing on new ranges, and just it's exciting to see that the possibilities are almost endless with what we can develop. We're able to produce over 80,000 bars of soap every day.
Reed's gift fairs have a calendar for the year. As those dates approach, a degree of angst enters into the operation, but there's nothing that beats the excitement of that first morning of the show when new buyers come in and see what you have on offer. The trade shows for Tilley really is, at the moment, our sole marketing function. That's where we think we best spend our money. It gives us such great exposure, first of all on an Australian basis, and as some of the Reed shows attract a lot of international buyers, we've gained international exposure, so it's been a great return for our money, for our investment. If you took that money and tried to spend it in magazines or something like that, your coverage would have been minimal. I'll never forget the very first show that we did in Sydney, and we met one of our favourite customers, Annie. She came on the stand and she was loving the soaps, and we were very hopeful that we were going to get an order, and then she said, it's such a shame, I just placed an order with a competitor of ours, and she pulled it out of the bag and she said, but I'm going to go back there right now and cancel it and come back and I'll place my order with you. So we thought that was pretty damn good, and Annie's still a customer today. The gift fairs themselves have grown enormously, and we need to continue to make our offering attractive and welcoming of anyone that wants to walk on your stand, because in the early days they could be few and far between. It's great to have a terrific stand and display, and if we stand back there and wait for the people to walk on the stand and hopefully place orders, then we're going to fall short. You just need to keep improving.
We would like to see the Tilley's brand grow here. We're forever coming up with ideas within our management team here of what we can develop.
Our primary focus is in the gift fair because that's where the opportunities are. It happens 4 times a year and it's something that I think I'll never miss.